Like this horrible lightning and I thought we were gonna die, and I was like, it was a nice leisurely walk for me. In college, I related a lot to the meme of just like the cartoon dog on the table with the like fire on the room, and it just is like, it's fine. I can snap all four of my fingers at the same time. It's a horse-sized duck. Ducks can still fly. And thinking about how I was going to probably end up being unemployed for the rest of the year. Do I need to reword that? No? Okay. I'll just talk more. Flying with camera film is a lot more stressful than you'd think. Term, and we had so many snow days that we got weeks cut off, so it was only during spring break, and we were traveling to visit my sister who was studying abroad. And I was like, I'll just do it in a fun location in Scotland. And I was worried on the way back that I would, or on the way there too, that I would not have filmed for my midterm because of the X-ray. I did, it was good. It was just very stressful. Hi, I'm Stephen DeCamp. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and I'm a Teach for Christ missionary. I studied at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, where I majored in music with an emphasis in cello. And I will be serving at Chesterton Academy in the Twin Cities, where I will be helping with the choirs and being an academic coach. I learned about Teach for Christ through a Facebook ad. I was really just sitting in my living room thinking about how I was going to probably end up being unemployed for the rest of the year. And this ad popped up, and I went on the website, and I was just like, hey mom, look at this. And then a couple days later, I filled out the application, and then I moved to the Twin Cities. I was asked if I could come up in time for core, and my mom was just like, yep, we'll get this and we'll get this and we'll go. And so then I don't honestly really know how I did it, because I kind of packed everything up and bought more like backpacking equipment that I didn't own, and somehow made it in time. I got here the night before we left for core at 11:30. So I was relieved that I didn't have to go running around finding and packing everything. I had made it, and that was what was important. Did that answer the question? I don't remember anymore. Core was the hardest thing I'd ever done, and also the best thing I think I've ever done. The first 2 days, I was literally like, let's go home, I'm tired, I just have to sleep on the ground now. And then after that second day, something just kind of clicked, and I really enjoyed myself. And yeah, maybe I was sore, but at least we were out in the wonderful mountains, experiencing beautiful nature and with amazing people and having amazing conversations, and just really getting to grow closer together in community, and it was amazing. It really stretched me to not give up on myself so easily, because it was like, once I made the decision that there's no going back, then it was just kind of like, well, the only way is to keep going. And once I made that decision, it didn't matter what else was going to happen, because I was going to get there, and I was going to make sure everyone else got there too. And I think that kind of perseverance and that willingness to help others to make sure that they got where they needed to be too was, I think, what really pushed me and helped me to grow in that week. There was a lightning storm the one day I think we were at our highest point. We were over the tree line, and 2 of the 4 instructors took the majority of the group to run faster. Then I stood back with one of the instructors to go at my own pace, and then someone else was farther behind us with another instructor. And we're just going, and it's raining, but there's not really, we had one big lightning strike, which is why they left to go faster. And then we finally get into camp, and I just kind of like collapse on a rock. And then everyone was freaking out about how they almost died and they had to go into active lightning position, and someone lost their backpack because they thought that they were going to die, so they thought they might as well just throw it, because what does it matter, we have to run away from lightning. And I just remember thinking like, we got to some trees and decided to take a break. It was a nice walk in the rain. St. Joseph was a big part of my personal prayer. I was often in the back, and I was just kind of like, my feet were sore, and it was oftentimes hard because I was in the back and I was like watching people like traveling, walking a lot faster than me, and I remember saying a lot like, St. Joseph, if you can walk with Mary and a donkey all the way, I can walk with this backpack all the way. We did have some moments of personal prayer just like before we left camp that were absolutely amazing, just by a lake and getting to reflect on everything that had happened and how I'd gotten to Wyoming through Teacher Christ in 48 hours, and just starting to unpack the graces that God has been working in my life. I love talking about and sharing knowledge. I love learning myself. And as a teacher, you're always learning. You're always learning from your students. You're learning how to explain something more. I like watching students figure something out. Like, I finally am able to explain something, or someone else is able to explain something, one of their classmates, and then something makes sense and it sticks, and just the joy of learning and the joy of watching other people learn. I feel like a goal for me for this year is that I really want to grow in confidence, because oftentimes I feel that maybe I don't know enough about this subject that I'm trying to teach, and maybe that's why. Or I'm not able to explain something, and just having the faith in myself and the trust that God called me here to be a teacher, and that if He thinks I can teach, then I probably can. And to just have confidence in that and grow to become a better educator.